Alright, what's up guys? Trigger2295 here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a desktop background or a background for a YouTube channel in Blender. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, something like this. Okay, similar to that. Or if you look at my channel or my other channel, TMP2295, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so first off, when you open up Blender, this is the main setup. You have your camera, a cube, and a light. I believe that's a pointer, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah. So anyway, what you want to do is you want to view the top, okay, and hit A. Okay, that unselects everything, and then press A again, and it'll select everything. Okay, then press X, and you can either press Enter or just click it. Okay. So now from here you have nothing, okay? So what you want to do is you want to press space or go up to here to add, okay? I'll just hit space because it's quicker. Add text, there you go. And then this will pop up right here. So what you want to do now is go to edit mode and then backspace and type in whatever you want. I'll just put subscribe. Subscribe. Alright. So now that we have that, go to object mode, okay, and then go to the font right here, go down and center it, so it makes it all center and whatnot, okay, and then select the type of font that you want. So I already went to, as you can see it's under recent, so I went to the fonts before. I'm using Blender a lot because honestly I love Blender. And a lot of the fonts, these won't come like in an actual computer. But if you go to DaFonts, that's DAFTONTS.com, I'll put a link in the description. You can get a lot of free fonts and cool looking fonts and whatnot. But I like this one, New Drop Era. And there you go. Okay, so from here, if you were to just look at it from here, it's 2D and it's boring and whatnot. Okay, so view the top again, and what you want to do is you want to extrude it about 0.2 depending on how much you want it to extrude, which means it makes it 3D, you know. So I like 0.2. 0.2 seems good right now. So view top again, alright, and then to get rid of how the edges are kind of just sharp and whatnot, go to the bevel and bevel it by about 0.03 or 0.05-ish, just to give it a slight bevel. Okay, so now once you have that, you have it centered, select your font and bevel and extrude it and everything. Let's bring this out. Oh, bring this out a little bit. Okay, go to Materials tab up here, click New. Alright, go right here where it says Diffuse and click whatever color you want. I'll just click a red, I guess. So I'll just hit 1 and then 0. Okay, so it gives it a nice red, but what I want to do, I don't want to leave it at that. I want to actually darken it, and you'll see why in a second. That's good. We're not there. Okay, so the specular, all this is right here, the little glare that you'll get from the light. I just leave that the same. What the hardness does, it changes the look of the material itself. And I usually set this to about 120. So let's set that. Oh, damn it. There you go. Okay. So once you set that, and then go down to mirror, check it, and then go to reflectiveness, okay, or reflectivity or whatever it is, and give it about a 0.05 or 0.03. You don't want that much, or else it'll look horrible. It actually glares too much. Okay, so this right now, if you were to try and render, you can't because you need a camera. So all you have to do is press space, add camera, and right here. Okay, so alright, good, we're centered. Okay, so from here, just zoom out a little bit and lift up the camera. Okay, now what you want to do is view from the camera, see if you got it, which I do not. Okay, so And you could change where this camera is. You could move it to the left or move it forward or back, And you could also change the rotation of it so it can be aiming this angle or, that way or that way. So we'll just keep it where it's at though. I just wanted to change the height. Okay. And that's good actually. I might need to move it just a little bit back. Just a little bit. Okay. And maybe a little bit down. This is just a rough little idea here. Okay. That's good. Alright, so from here, what you want to do, if you were to render this out, it would just end up black, all completely black, because there's no lights. So that's the next most important thing, is lights. So, view the top, or you could leave it as a camera, whichever, it doesn't really matter. And just type in lamp, okay? And then I usually add about 3 pointers, going one in this corner, one in the very middle, and one all the way on this end too. So, move this up. Okay. And then we're going to raise it up a little bit. And we're going to turn the energy down to about 0.480. Because I've noticed that works pretty... Damn it. That works pretty good. Okay, so that 0.480. And then what you want to do now is duplicate it. So, hit this twice. Alright. And then just move this over to about here. Further. Alright. Go back to this one, right click it, and then duplicate it again. And then move this one over here. Okay, so now if you were to render this out, there you go. And that actually looks pretty nice. And you could leave it as that, or add any other lights. Literally anything else after this is just messing with the lights. So, but like I said, if you were wondering why I chose such a dark red, it's because if I were to choose any lighter red, it would be way too bright. So I'll just do that real quick just to show you. So if we were to just leave it as it was, yeah, you could already see that this is going to look horrible. I mean, it's brighter and everything. I mean, depending on what your color is for the background on your channel or wherever you're using this, that's too bright for me, kind of, But if you like it, then go right ahead, by all means. Okay, so anyway, what we're going to do now is to render this out, you can go to the render tab right here. And I always render mine as a PNG and RGBA, which adds an alpha, which is just no background. It's just the text itself. So you could edit in GIMP or Photoshop, GIMP is another free alternative for Photoshop. Or you could just use RGB, which just uses the gray background here. So, or you can go down here to image, save as image, designate where you want to save it, and select whatever you want from here. And again, you can use a JPEG, PNG, bitmap, and whatever. So, oh, and one more thing, an important thing, make sure you render it out. If you're not making an animation, make sure you render it out in render out the image, not the animation. Animation, it won't do anything. It'll just render this out, but it'll take a little bit longer, I think. Alright, well, that's about it. I hope this tutorial helped. If it did, please feel free to comment, rate, and subscribe. And don't forget to check out my other videos on this channel. And don't forget to check out the videos on my other channel, TMP2295. That's where I do my guitar covers, vocal covers, and whatnot. So, yeah, keep checking back. And that's about it. Alright, later.